Hey everyone, I got many requests about pit pushing variant and I'm gonna cover it in the video today, but first of all I would like to put a disclaimer. This variant is mean to push the pit as high as you possibly can. I would not recommend to use this build at all otherwise, because in this build all you want to have is damage. We are sacrificing like all the toughness, all the mobility just to get that extra damage, so I would not recommend this build in general. If you need a general Hydra build, I would recommend Hydrakuna. You have the full in-depth guide in the video here. You also have Speedfarm Pit if you want to level up your glyph. I covered both of these variants in the video if you want to watch them. Today we're gonna cover the pit pushing one. I have two versions. I have a crit one, I have a dot one. When we start Theorycraft Hydra at the beginning of the season, we instantly noticed that the crit version is gonna be way better than dot. So I went all in, we went crit everywhere, but we knew that dots could probably push, like, our estimation was probably like around 1 or 2 tier higher than crit because of one thing, and this one thing is, let me show you, Tyrant's Bane. Tyrant Bane is literally carrying the whole bin. Without these gems, you won't be able to push the pit. So if you push the pits with the dots and you don't put this gem, it's not gonna work at all. Like, literally, don't forget this. After you deal damage over time to an enemy, they're gonna take 0.33% more damage over time from you forever, and this stacks forever. And the cap, it doesn't say here, but the cap is 300%. Like, you're gonna have 300% more damage over time. That's why this build, when I'm gonna show you in the showcase, you literally deal no damage and you have to wait for Tyrant Bane to start stacking damage, and you have to wait a bit before dealing any damage. I wanted to try to see, I tried to push the pits on the crit one, and this one's gonna be around 114, 115 maybe, and I estimate this one around 116, maybe 117 roughly, depends if we have new finding for this one. But yeah, so the dot build is the one that allowed me to get the wrong one on the unofficial leaderboards here. And we're gonna look at this now. There are not many changes from directs to dots. I'm gonna show you what you have to change. So you wanna switch the green gem for purple gem. Now you wanna have damage over time instead of emerald, because you don't crit anymore. Now it's damage over time. The gem's gonna be Scornful Light, gonna help you to deal more elemental damage. Revelry Horn's gonna also give you 50% more damage where after you injure or you kill an enemy, your Hydra become even bigger. Then gonna be Tyrant's Bane, like you can't play with this one. And last is Idol from Below. So this one you need it 100%, then you decide between these three which one you prefer. If you don't use Idol from Below, you don't have the monster spawn, maybe you have less progression, you have less toughness, those two give you more damage. I personally didn't use Idol from Below. You can use it if you want. Like, it doesn't really matter too much. I think this setup is the most damaging one. This one can also help because it's gonna spam the Guardian, it's gonna help you with progression, it's gonna help you with Revelry Horn, and yeah, that's just up to you. For the gear is literally the same as Hydrakuna. If you need a deep breakdown about masterworking aspect, you can check the Hydrakuna video. The only thing that I changed is here the aspects. Now we're gonna use Engulfing Flame instead of Flash Fire because we don't crit. You wanna temper Static Discharge also. Static Discharge here. That's gonna help you to have Crackling Energy. Crackling Energy to have Convulsion. So on the skill tree, it's basically like the same, like nothing really changed. Like there is a three points that I move to get more damage, but the core skill tree is the same. You're gonna have everything in the description. I will put the plan in the description. You will have all the detail. But yeah, you're gonna switch Essus Ferocity for Combustion. We're also gonna take Endless Fire and Soul Fire because you deal damage over time damage now. You're also gonna remove Devouring Blaze. We're gonna take Inferno to get that 50% extra damage. And yeah, as you can see, 4k life. For the armor, incenses and potion, I use life, intelligence, armor, and Surging Spice to cap my armor, to cap my resistances here, as you can see. So yeah, as I said earlier, I do not recommend this build, very clunky. Use it only if you want to push the pit as high as you can. Again, a disclaimer, because then people say this build is too complicated to play, and you know. Paragon board, the Paragon board also changed. Now you are doing damage over time and not crit anymore. You don't want to use the same board and the same glyph. First one, you're gonna use Tactician, that's a general glyph, that's for everything. Then we have Unleash on Elemental Summoner board. Then we have Torch. Torch is very good for dot build with Burning Instinct. Then I use Pyromaniac here on Frigid Fate. And finally Elementalist, that is also a general glyph on Enchantment Master. Ability, a Mercenary, we're gonna use Subo to have that map act here, those orange dots to see the monster, how you pull, but Subo is also very good with Scorch Earth, that's gonna increase your damage over time damage again. And Alkins with Field of Language to get that extra toughness. Allergic Spellcraft is gonna be the same, Smoldering Ember, Blood Sham to execute, Fractured Cord, and Tranquil Stone to be unstoppable. The skill rotation is gonna be very spammy. You're gonna cast Ice Armor off cooldown, you're gonna spam Familiar, you're gonna spam Ice Blade, you're gonna hold down your Ice Shard forever, you're gonna cast Inferno as soon as you can. Inferno is meant to pull enemy, but not only that, Inferno gonna give you that 50% increased damage. That's why you see me in the showcase spamming Inferno, like I literally don't care when I spam it whenever it's up. And you're gonna lay down your Hydra obviously to deal the damage, because all your damage are coming from Hydra, but also Inferno gonna help stack your Tyrant's Bane here. For the runes, very important, I'm using Zan and Tulle. You can use another generator than Zan if you prefer, but yeah, this is gonna allow you to have a Frost Nova that I don't have here. Frost Nova gonna give you 15% increased damage. It's also gonna apply Vulnerable, and also gonna synergize with Orthros for that extra damage here. And Au Cax, very famous now since season 7, I think. We use Au and Cax since season 7, season 8 for Lightning Spear. That's a big increase of damage. But more than that, on this build, it's gonna help you with toughness because of Shimmering Ice Armor. Every time you're gonna spend like 50 mana, you're gonna reduce by 1 second the cooldown. And as you can see here, every time the Quacks proc, you're gonna deal more damage, but also here, the cooldown of your Ice Armor gonna decrease. That's why Aucax, you get like double bonus, you get the damage, you also get more toughness. The only thing you have to pay attention with Aucax and is to cast your Hydra when you have full mana. That's why also very important to have Lucky Hit chance to restore primary resource here. I have the in-depth guide in Hydrakuna if you need more detail about all this stuff. I went over the potion. I can show you a little bit of gameplay. This is the pit. As I said, I think we can probably do 160, even 170 with a very good RNG run. But I don't know if I'm gonna push with this build. As I said, I really hate it. Like mobility-wise, toughness-wise, it's kinda bad to me. As you can see here, I wanna like make a big pools, but you gotta be careful. If you make 2 big pools, you're gonna get one shot and die. What you wanna do in this setup is just pull as many monsters as you can without dying, applying dot on them. As you can see, they don't take any damage here, right? Like anyway, they don't take damage. You need to wait for your Tyrant's Bane to stack up, and what you wanna do meanwhile is just surviving. Like you do the skill rotation that I mentioned earlier, and you just wanna survive and wait. Direct damage like go a lot faster, but on the boss it struggle a lot. But yeah, as you can see here, it takes a bit. I always have to blink out and in. Flicker Step gonna refresh your Inferno cooldown, so you have to blink out then blink in again. As you can see here, it can get a little bit dangerous. I think I was about to die here, like literally randomly, like here. As you can see, literally almost died. So yeah, don't be surprised when you play this build, and if you randomly die, it's totally normal. Yeah, then it keeps going. This one was very bad actually. I can spawn the boss a lot faster, but that was very unlucky. And yeah, when you reach the boss, the fight's gonna take at least like 4 or 5 minutes, depends on the boss you get. Again, you need to stack your Tyrant's Bane up, and when Tyrant's Bane is up, the boss just melts way faster. But yeah, for the people who want to play this build, all I have to say is good luck. I'm gonna link the plan in the description. You're gonna have all the detail. I might update 1 or 2 things as we might make new findings or new tech, but for the moment, that's what we have. That's what we use to take the rank 1. And yeah, I will also just right after this link the full clear for the people who want to see. I got a lot of requests of people who want to see how to play, so feel free to watch the video. Maybe you can learn one or 2 things that can help maybe. And yeah, so I think that's it for me today. Don't forget to leave me a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and enjoy the full clear.